I'm at 607 East Oak, my mansion, and after remodeling the house, basically what I have is my backyard remaining with 12 years on a public servant salary. I don't know if Jody's going to be able to capture it, but most of my backyard is not topsoil, but ground dirt, including a lot of rock. It's the way I purchased the house. So Jody has taught me a lot over the last year and a half. Tried to grow some other indigenous plants. Did not take, but this is a poke bush. Served as a substitute for greens for traditional African American diets. It blossoms in the spring with a beautiful tiny white blossom, and then I call them mini grapes. Now, I've not eaten what I refer to as prehistoric leaves. Most of these, as you see now, are on this side of the yard. Last year they were on the opposite side of the yard. And during the winter months, these bushes particularly sustained a large cardinal population, which has a lot of symbolic meaning for me. Out of the blue, I got a violation report, and what was discussed was the weeds growing in my backyard. My fence, my backyard is enclosed. The officer told me he basically reached over the fence in order to photograph, because you don't see the fence in his photographs.
So Chip, tell me about getting fined by code enforcement.
It's still debatable if I'm fined, but the process is really, I know we're a large city, it was real inhuman, and there was no discussion. And we've had several water events. What you see is helping to hold my ground soil.
Have you seen an increase in birds since you had poke in some of these native plants?
The whole last winter drew a larger than normal population. Normally I would have 4 cardinals, 2 male, 2 female. I had between 15 and 18.
Amazing. And so Chip, what do you think can be done to help native plants in Shelby Park?
Well, I think it's a city-wide issue, not just to my neighborhood, but the ordinance needs to be modified to describe other things more than plants that are weeds. I've really learned a lot, that that dandelions have a purpose. There's a connection. That circle of life